Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Karen with Fairy Garden Bath, and today I'm going to be doing my very first how-to video, and I'm going to be making one of my more popular products is shower steamers. So I'm going to be going through the steps I do to make them, and I'll show you the ingredients and all of that fun stuff. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my menthol crystals and I'm going to crush them up and dissolve them. So I'm going to be needing 10 grams of menthol crystals. So let's get that weighed out. There we go. And one thing I actually learned from a different YouTube video is to crush up the crystals, because before I would try to dissolve them in the isopropyl alcohol without crushing them, and they would take a really long time to dissolve. So what I do is I just have my little glass container, I have my wooden muddler, and I just crush them up. And this way they dissolve much faster. I got a really big one here to see if I can break them up. There we go. So we want to crush them up quite small so it's almost like a fine powder. Let's see, there's still some chunks in there. Let's get this really good. There we go. I think that's just about good. There we go. So now I don't know if you can see, but you can see there, it's very almost kind of powdery like. So now I'm going to take my isopropyl alcohol and I'm going to add that to the menthol crystals. There we go, and we're gonna let that dissolve while I get the other ingredients all ready to go. So, sorry, I got a bit of a runny nose here. Where's my little bowl? Here we go. Next, I'm going to mix up my baking soda. So we'll get that weighed out. And for this recipe, I use 600 grams of baking soda. Oops, a little bit too much, that's okay. And then I use arrowroot powder just to kind of help make the steamers. It makes them nice and hard, so they don't crumble apart. So we'll add in our arrowroot powder, and I also add cream of tartar, kind of for the same reason, just to help harden the shower steamer. There we go. And now we're going to add our citric acid after I add the wet ingredients. So let's give our menthol crystals a stir here, see if they're getting dissolved. And we don't want to have any chunks of menthol crystals. You want them nice and dissolved. Okay, that's looking better. And now I'm going to weigh out I'm going to give this a mix. Get my dry ingredients all mixed up really well. There we go. Unfortunately, I don't have a stand mixer to do my mixing for me, so I have to do everything by hand, but I don't mind. Okay, so now I'm gonna put in my menthol crystals solution. I'm going to add my eucalyptus. Oh, what am I doing here? I need to weigh this. There we go. And we'll add that in. And then I need a little bit of water, so I'll just grab the water. And you don't need a lot. So we're gonna give this a mix. I'll add in my water. Give that a good mix. Now I'm going to add in my citric acid. And I do basically 2 to 1. So I put 600 grams of baking soda, so I'll put 300 grams of citric acid. There we go, perfect. Put that in. Give it a good mix. Now, I find with shower steamers, the mixture is a little bit more moist than when I do bath bombs. And one thing I found is that if I didn't have enough moisture in the shower steamers, they would just crumble and fall apart. So I want them a little bit wetter than with bath bombs, but not too wet because they'll still expand, and then they, you know, they'll expand out of the mold and look like little mushrooms. I think that's about good. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so now we will put them into our mold. I have these, I guess they're ice cube trays, but they'll work for our purpose. And I don't weigh out each one, but I just kind of eyeball it. We want to press them in really good. Now I'm not going to do all of them because that would make for a very long and boring video. But I'll just kind of show you how I, you know, basically do a couple of them. Push them in really good. Make sure they're nice and full. And that is basically a shower steamer. They're super easy to make. They're really quick. Like I said, they're one of my more popular items, so people seem to really enjoy the shower steamers. And that's pretty much how to make a shower steamer. Like I said, they're really easy, they're fun, they're really popular. People seem to like them, I like them a lot. And you know, you can do all different kinds of different essential oils. This one I did eucalyptus, but you could do sweet orange and lemon and lime. You could do peppermint is another one that's quite popular. Lavender, you can mix lavender and eucalyptus. That's a really nice one as well. But one of the main important ingredients, I would say, is the menthol crystals. That's what really makes the shower steamer have that nice, refreshing aroma and really opens up your airways. And, you know, especially with the eucalyptus, if you're kind of stuffed up, put it in the shower and it can kind of help open things up, and so you can breathe a bit better. So that is shower steamers. And so I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna let them sit for about 24 hours. And then tomorrow I will show you, I'll pop them out and we'll have a look and see how they turn out. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day. Let's see how our shower steamers turned out. Let me get my gloves on. I hope they turned out. This is a new mold actually for me. I've never used this mold before, so let's see how these little guys turned out. Pretty good. I'd say that looks okay. Nice and firm. They're not squishy. That's always a good thing. They're not crumbling. Yeah, I think they turned out pretty good. So that is our shower steamer video. I hope this has helped you out and maybe, yeah, you know, showed you kind of how one way to make shower steamers. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I will be checking the comments, and hopefully I will see you again soon. I will be making another video hopefully soon here. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet, but I make tons of different products. You can check out my Etsy shop, Fairy Garden Bath, if you want to have a look at all the different products that I make. And so we will see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.